Oh wait. What?
Mama made mashed potatoes and eggs. Meow.
That's hilarious.
Silly Sally went to the seashore.
But actually, you do have to practice that because you have a list. Sex. Okay, guys, the long-awaited Q&A.
Have people been asking about it?
No.
That's awkward. I'm gonna get out of here then.
We got our White Claw, you know, because we're parents in the day, frisky at night. Why am I drinking this? Ugh. Steven just put the babe to sleep. So.
Did you screenshot questions?
Yeah, baby, I got this under control. Look, I even okay. First question, let's get into it. Oh wait, by the way, can I say one thing? You have something in your teeth. Looks like that's there to make an appearance. I think, definitely made his gums bleed.
Just now?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I was trying to take something out.
What the hell?
Sorry. Yeah, no, okay, I'll get to that.
I love them about me?
Yeah, they're all about you. I'm just kidding, don't flatter yourself. They call me _JC, that's a cool username, asked me, are you given an allowance from Steven to spend on yourself? Do you make enough money on YouTube to provide for your family and yourself?
Okay.
Do you have any other incomes coming in? And the last question, I'm gonna wait till the end because it's like the #1 asked question.
Oh, what do I do?
Yeah, literally the #1 asked question was, what does Steven do for a living?
Okay, so let's break it down.
Okay, so the first one is, as a stay-at-home mom, are you given an allowance from Steven to spend on yourself? I'm gonna let you start off because I feel like I talk a lot and I'm like, you know?
I don't give you an allowance. We have an allowance every week. Mm-hmm. So when I get paid I get paid every 2 weeks. So in those 2 weeks we have like spending money. So we budget for ourselves, like spending money. We just budget a certain amount throughout that week. So if we want to go out to dinner on Saturday or Sunday, we take it out. If she wants to shop for herself or Brittany, we just deduct that. And then once we hit 0, then we're done spending until like the next Friday.
That was very good. So it's not like Steven like allowing me or like, oh, this is your allowance, like peasant, and this is how much you can spend. Like, that's not how it is.
Oh my God.
No, because a lot of people think that way. Like a lot of men are like, if I'm working and you're staying home, like, you listen to me and this is how much you have, and like,
yeah.
Which if you're like that, that's fine, but that's not how we work. I don't know, I'm just very honest. So it's more just like a teamwork thing where like we both like come to an agreement that like we have a set amount of spending money that we spend.
Both of us have a spending money. Yeah.
It's for both of us.
Yeah, I don't give you an allowance, like we both have an allowance.
Yeah. And then it says, do you make enough money on YouTube to provide for yourself and your family? And that is no. For myself, yes. For myself and my family, absolutely not.
Yeah.
So Steven is the one that like obviously brings in the income, and now with YouTube, I mean, I can pay our mortgage.
Yeah.
But that's I don't like, my money is pretty much like savings or extra money. Like it has not so I don't make enough. I should just cut it short.
Yeah.
I'm not the breadwinner here yet.
Hopefully you are.
Yeah, no, Steven says that once I double his salary, he'll quit his job.
Yeah, so you have to make $800,000.
Oh, okay. Why are we living here? Do you have any other incomes coming in? I don't know if she means like me or like...
Yeah, just in general. Yes.
Yeah, I guess. So I have 2 incomes coming in. I have YouTube and I have my Etsy shop, Ray Baby & Co. That's like a company that I'm like building up. So within those 2, Ray Baby & Co., like I'm already making profit, so like that income is for me, like whatever profit is, and then YouTube is money for me, like, or it's an income for us as a family. And then the #1 asked question, nobody cares about me, everyone wants to know, what does Steven do for a living? So what do you do for a living?
So I work in IT at a corporate office that owns a lot of hospitals. So originally when Eric and I first met, I was a contractor for a hospital. And I was a contractor for about 3 years, and I got hired on by the hospital. And then in May of last year, I just got hired on to the corporate office, do the financial charging for the hospitals. So I'm in a lot of programs, so people send me numbers and I kind of crunch them and put them into like spreadsheets.
So I don't think they want to know like what your job entails. I think they want to know.
Just what I did in general. Yeah. So I work in IT for a A hospital, technically.
which is a very good company to work with. And if he continues there, he will be making dollar bill, yo.
Yes, it's true.
Terry Wolf, she's very loyal. That's what it is. She's a very loyal subscriber. Did you have Did you have a career? Did you have a career before being a stay-at-home mommy? College? Question mark. Okay, so did I have a career before career? Nah, never got to that point.
You got jobs.
Yeah, I had jobs, but I didn't have a career. So I went.
Even then,
What?
those jobs were all over the table, so it's not like a legal job.
Listen, you can laugh all you want, but I got the good money.
Yeah, you did.
I actually graduated from University of South Florida with a bachelor's in psychology, and my intentions for that degree was to be a child life specialist. And I actually was about to do an internship with child life specialists, and I was like volunteering for that, and I realized that that was not for me, so I stopped that. Then I was trying to I was kind of in a gray area trying to figure out what I wanted to do with my psychology degree. And one of my good friends, Ariana, if you're watching, hey girl, we were kind of both in the same boat where we weren't sure what we wanted to do, so we started cleaning, and we kind of tried to build, well, not tried, we did have clients and build a little mini business off of cleaning houses. And then throughout that, I have always wanted to be a teacher. From when I can remember, my mom was a teacher, and I loved the lifestyle that it gave her for us. I was substituting, and then I was in the process of getting my teaching certificate, and then I got pregnant, which it was planned, so I knew that was coming. But then I continued doing YouTube, and this has taken, not taken off, but it's progressing. So once my kids go to school,
It's taking off.
Whatever. Once my kids go in school, I definitely want to pursue teaching, because that's always been a goal of mine. Ali Rufala asked, what inspired you guys to do YouTube? I feel like I'm answering them.
I answered my question and what it is.
Okay, true.
This is all about you.
So
This question, at least.
I wouldn't say you guys, because it's definitely more of my thing. Steven is he's a super supportive husband, and he literally supports me in anything I do, and he cheers me on. So he's there for me, and he vlogs when I want him to vlog or whatever the case is. But what inspired me personally to do YouTube was I've been watching YouTube since, I don't even know, a decade almost, and that was my TV. I would sit in my room and watch YouTube videos. I never watched TV. I remember my mom was like, what are you doing watching other people's lives? And now she watches YouTube, and I always make fun of her because of that. But I was watching it, and then I was like, gosh, I would love to do this. And then one day I was like, the amount of time I spend watching these people, I can use that time to actually do it myself. So I started doing that, and the main reason I wanted to do it was for memories and to look back on memories as a time capsule. Right now we can literally go back on videos, and we can see me and Steven dating, engaged, wedding planning, married, honeymoon, proposal, getting pregnant, Brinley's birth, and it's just home videos that we'll always look back on. Adeline_V asks, where are we from? I always say Tampa, Florida, but we're from Odessa, Florida.
Which is outside of Tampa, but if you try to explain that to people
They wouldn't know.
Yeah, you just say Tampa.
We were both born and raised in Tampa, Florida. We've lived here our whole life. And it's funny because me and Steven both lived in our same childhood home until we were both of our parents had that house, so we each lived in the home,
We never moved from our home, so we lived in the same home until we got married and moved into this house.
Our houses were actually literally 3 minutes away. So we were next to each other our whole lives.
Yep.
That's so crazy to think about.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
And she also asked, in general, how has the change, what's the change to motherhood been like? What is it like, I guess she's asking?
Yeah.
The change to motherhood. To me, it's not a huge change. I literally nannied forever. And so, it wasn't necessarily a change. I don't know.
The beginning was. Because breastfeeding itself was
Because that's something I've never done. You're right.
Yeah.
Breastfeeding was definitely a change.
And your body changing.
Yes, my body changing, but taking care of an infant itself, being a mother type figure. Obviously that's new, but I didn't feel it was crazy. I don't know.
It's just the change from being a person and being a mother. Now you're not worried about yourself anymore. You have a human to take care of.
So the responsibility of taking of a kid, like changing from like hanging out to myself to like being like responsible of a child, like for me that wasn't a huge change because I literally did that like for years, like that's all I did. So I guess like the biggest change to motherhood would be changes to my body and breastfeeding and
just caring. Because when you nanny and they're like, you're fine, but like when she gets hurt, you're like, oh, come here, little mama.
Just like loving her so much.
Yeah. And doing anything she does is funny and hilarious and a milestone.
I don't know, Grayson and Addison, they have my heart.
Yeah, I like them.
Those babies have my heart. Okay, Christy Keekanap, I don't know if I'm saying that right, asked, are you guys gonna have more babies? If so, how old would you like Brittany to be? I think we'll probably have like one more and be done.
So we want 4 kids total.
Yes.
And I think we said about 2 years between is our goal. Obviously things happen, and if everything works out accordingly, we'd like to have them
2 years apart.
2 years apart.
So when Brittany is a year and a half, we'll start trying for our second baby. Yay, I'm so excited. Karina Corlejo asked, what is something you wish somebody would have told you about becoming a mom/dad that you found out the hard way?
It's a good one.
I know, it's a really good one. I feel like there's like the best ones.
Something I wish someone would have.
That we like found out the hard way.
I mean, everyone says it, but you don't take advantage of it, is like sleep. That's the one thing, yeah, because everyone's like, you should sleep because you're not going to rest, blah, blah, blah. And then like, we're young and like, oh, we don't need sleep. And you need sleep.
Yeah. I kind of cheated because I like
you saw
read it
before and then you kind of thought you've been thinking about them?
No, I haven't been thinking about them, but this one, it like was so different that like I started unconsciously thinking. Yeah. So, something that what was the question? Okay. Mine is making decisions for your baby's like health. Like that's something that was so hard and like nobody prepared me for that. Like when she had that fever. Like figuring out like, do we take her to the hospital? You remember? We literally were like, should we take her to the ER? Should we not? Should we stay home? Should we not? Should we take her to the doctor? Should we not? You agree with that one?
Yeah.
Marilyn asked, how long do you plan on breastfeeding? I think I'm gonna finish next month and call it quits.
48 months. Yeah.
About 5 years old. 25-year-old. All right, yeah. Mama, I'm coming in for dessert with my brownies.
Get some Oreos.
A year. I want to do it to a year and done so. I'm just kidding. I feel like I'm going to be super sad, but knowing that I'm going to have another kid isn't going to be as bad. But Halby 0930 asked, how did you come up with the name Brittany and the spelling of her name? I would love to hear the story. Pretty much, it was all me. But Steven and I, like, we agree on pretty much everything. We always have like the same mindset. I don't know. I don't want to speak for you, but
yeah, we have the same mindset. We just have the same logic and thinking of stuff.
So
how did you came?
So I heard it in a video, and ever since it stuck to me. And then so when we found out we were pregnant, we're like, oh, if it's a girl, I've always loved the name Brittany. And then Steven was like, yep, I love it too. And then Ray, her middle name. I actually used to, I don't know if a lot of people know this, but I have an online clothing store. The store is actually like on hold, like it's not shut down, it's on pause because at that moment it wasn't a smart financial decision to continue. So I would love to reopen it one day, but the name of the store is called Fela Ray. And so I loved the name Ray, which is why I named the store that, and so I put it as her middle name. Maybe our next kids will like have meaning, but
no, they won't. We already haven't picked them out.
Yeah, literally, like if we have a girl next, like we already have a first, middle, last.
Really, you have the last? Good job. You have the last.
Depending on the baby daddy.
That was.
Lil Ruzy 33 asked, how were you and Steven able to buy a house so young? And how long have y'all been living together? Take it away, baby, because my name ain't on this house.
I don't really know how we just got really...
Not we. This house is under Steven's name. Like, it's only his income.
So I bought this house when I was 22, 2 incomes ago. So I was a contractor before I even got hired on with the company and where I'm at now. And I had a good savings and good credit, and they approved me for this house.
My name isn't on it because at the time I was nannying, so obviously you don't get taxed on nannying. So I wasn't able to be on this house, which is what we actually wanted because we wanted this house always to be like our first cheap starter home, so that we can instead of putting money on towards like our mortgage, we wanted to use that money to travel, and that's exactly what we did.
Travel and have a baby young and still be able to afford everything.
Exactly. Like we want to be able to, like, if I didn't work, which is why we're in this situation right now, he was still able to afford the house and still have the same lifestyle. So
when we moved into the house, she like lost her job like a month after we moved in, like after we got married. So it was a good thing we didn't use both our incomes, because
because if you don't know, if you use both your incomes, you're obviously going to get a bigger loan, which means the mortgage, like the monthly payment is going to be higher. So yeah, he just saved, had good credit, applied, bingo, bango, bongo. We both wanted to wait till we were married to move in. It's kind of just like how, I don't know, it's like our, what would that, like morals? They aligned with our morals and values.
Yeah, we don't want to move in with each other beforehand. And we also never have moved out before, so we wanted to have that experience, us moving into a new place, one, and then moving in with each other.
And leaving both of our childhood homes.
Yes.
At this, like, we experienced that together. I don't know, we're very,
tight.
We're very, that's like a good, I love you, baby. I don't know, we're just like very close, so we wanted to do everything together.
Yes.
I don't know. Are you
sorry? I'm not tired, it's just like almost like a...
I'm not tired, I just keep yawning every 5 seconds.
I'm not tired.
Millie Griffiths 4 asked, how did you and Steven meet? Steven!
I don't remember how we met.
Me neither.
I think I was a young, strapping young lad.
So pretty much, long story short, I'm gonna try to make this as short as possible. 2 of my best friends were dating
2 of my best friends.
2 of his best friends. And so him and his 2 best friends were in a football league, and then 2 of my girlfriends asked me if I wanted to go to a football game, and I wasn't gonna go because it was like rainy and icky, and they're like, just come. So they picked me up and I went with them to the football game. And then it's funny because 8 months before the day we met, they were like telling me about this kid Steven, and like, I don't know if you know this, but the whole time I thought they were talking about like a completely different Steven. Steven. And that's why I never was interested. So I went with them. I had no idea Steven was gonna be there. I didn't even know anything about him. Like, I don't know, I didn't even want to go. It was so like old fashioned. Like, I love the way we met.
Yeah, we just met after my football game. We shook hands.
We literally, it was like the most like old fashioned, like I don't know, just classic way to meet. So yeah, literally that day forward, we were like irresistible. Like, we never like took a break or ghosted each other. It's like from that day we just...
I went to your birthday party, I met a lot of your family, and then November 11th.
It was never friends, like we knew we liked each other.
Yeah.
This is actually like a simple good question, but Zeke, I don't know if I'm saying that right, asked, how old are you and Steven?
I am 24.
And I'm 28.
Yeah, she's a gold digger. You are a gold digger. What's it called? A cradle robber. Cougar.
Yeah, cougar. He's 24, I'm 25.
Yep.
So he listens to me because I'm better and older and wiser.
Okay.
So, one more question. The last and final one is, what is one pet peeve of each other, and what's one thing we love about each other?
My one pet peeve
I know
is...
this. When I leave my shoes around the house.
When you leave your crap around the house.
It's literally just my shoes.
Shoes, hats, sometimes clothes.
Literally my accessories, I kind of just like throw.
You literally would come into the house, take your shoes off, and then go to our bedroom. I'm like, why can't you just walk to the bedroom with your shoes on?
It's very clean.
Clean, yeah, and I have to organize.
Not hygiene clean.
No, shit about that. No, but like
Organization.
Like my toolbox has everything set up. My garage, like.
He doesn't leave his clothes on the floor. He doesn't like. I know my pet peeve about you.
What?
My pet peeve that you do is, I don't even know. Is there something that I get annoyed at you about?
Not cleaning up when I say clean up.
Oh,
or
that's a new thing.
Yeah.
So this one, the dishes.
No.
What?
When I throw away stuff without asking.
Oh my god.
That's ruined a lot of meals. Your food.
Oh my god.
That would probably.
Yes, dude. There's so many times I'm like, ooh, ready to cook. You know, gotta feed my family. And I open and I'm like, where are the sweet potatoes? And he's like, oh, I threw them away. I thought they looked bad. And he doesn't even tell me. And then we have no dinner.
I don't remember. Like, I'm never still.
You are so right. Oh my gosh, forget the dishes. Oh my god. He cannot stay still. Literally, you lay next to him or you sit next to him and he literally is like...
It's hard for me to get comfortable.
It's just like he doesn't stay still.
Yeah.
It drives me insane. I do this thing where I'm like, okay, Steven, let's play a game. Let's see how long you can stay still. Last question is, what do we love about each other?
I love everything about you. I love the way you feed me, you take care of me.
I thought you said I love the way you feel. I was like, what?
No, I love the way you feel.
Oh god, okay. I'll go first. So, something I love about Steven is that, I don't think I've told you this before, but I feel like you always like you always like, what?
I'm gonna say.
You're like always, like, how do I explain it?
I'm gonna cry.
No, I'm not crying. I just like, whenever I think about how much I love you, I cry. When you're out in public and like in a social gathering, you're so good at like how you act. I don't know if that makes sense. Like you always know what to say. You're always like so good. Like you aren't drama. Like you aren't like short. Like you aren't like like you're just like such a fun person to be around. And like somehow in every joke and every conversation, like you always say the right thing and you always know what the right thing to say is.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, and like I think that's like such a good quality to have because it just like, I don't know, it brings people towards you. It makes you like make new friends.
Likeable.
Yeah, it's very likable. But besides that, like you are the most like selfless person ever. Whether it's between like our family or like our friends, like you aren't selfish whatsoever. Like you will help me with anything. Nothing's ever like, oh, that's your job. Like, I don't know. You're just so selfless and you're just like perfect and you're so funny. And you're so, I don't know. I can go on, so.
I love everything about you. I love the way you just take care, like just the way you take care of stuff. Like you
handle
know,
things?
Handle situation, way you handle life. Because you handle, like you know how to handle me and like when I'm upset, you know how to handle Brittany when she's crying, you know how to handle us like when we're happy, excited, you know how to handle situations that I'm like, I don't know what to do, like I'm stuck, like you know how to handle like everything. Like you have like a great like head on your shoulders.
Oh, that was so cute. Alright, well that wraps up this video. This was so much fun.
Yeah, was the batteries about to die too?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
so we gotta go.
I know. Do like horses done video.
I know, we should do this like once a month. So if you have any questions, I'm gonna leave my Instagram here and
or my Instagram right here.
Yes, go follow Steven on his Instagram. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed and I'll see you in my next video. Peace out, peace out, peace out.